Hello and welcome to a very short presentation on the GCC coin and why you should get involved in GCC. Now I want you to think transaction fees. Banks make a fortune out of business charging transaction fees. Okay, now over the next few months and years, you will start to be able to see and use GCC coin in many different places. And those that get involved now will really get to benefit and be able to create an income for themselves that they never would be able to before. So what we want to do is we want to create a small network of people that we know, and we know that would like to create a small business of people around them that would like to be able to buy things and get, say, 10 to 30% discount on the products that they buy on a day-to-day basis. Now we all want and like discount, and this will be a genuine discount if they use a GCC coin. Okay, now let's think transaction fees. So let's take, for instance, India. India has 90 million cafes and restaurants. And we all like to buy coffee and food on a daily basis. Now, if we could just get 10% over the next few years, 10% of those cafes and restaurants, and they sold 100 coffees a day at €1 per coffee, that would create a business of 9 billion in fees, of which GCC will pay us 0.024% back in transaction fees. On that sort of figure, that would create around about 2 million a week in transaction fees to you and me. It's back to the network of people. And at that point, let's say there was 2 million people in the business. So everybody would get, if there's 2 million people sharing €2 million, everybody would get 1 PV. And 1 PV is equal to €1. €1 is 1 PV. Now let's say over the next few months or a year or so, you create a business, small business, of let's say 100 people in your upper leg and just 100 people in your lower leg. Every one of them would get 1 PV or €1. Doesn't sound like a lot, but GCC are going to launch 24 day-to-day businesses, including food takeaways, including gaming, gambling and betting, including travel, cosmetics and 3D printing, which we really do believe is going to be the future. But the 3D printing side of it is another one of these presentations. Now, if every single business created just 1 PV for everybody that week, we'd all get 24 PV or €24. Now, if you've got 100 people in your upper leg and 100 people in your lower leg, that would mean that coming back to you, adding all the way back to you, you would get 2,400 PV, because it all adds up back to you. And in the lower leg, you'd get 2,400 PV. And on the Sunday evening, the company make a calculation and they see that you've got 2,400 PV there and 2,400 PV there, and they will pay you 20% of the entire lowest value leg. So if one of the legs had 3,400 and the upper leg had 2,400, you'd get €480 from those businesses that week. Now this is just the tip of the GCC iceberg. There's much more I appreciate that you would have to learn. But if that just whets your appetite a little bit, please go back to the person that has shared this clip with you and ask away, ask the questions that you need to do and to get involved in GCC. And the really fantastic thing is, it only costs to get involved in the business and buy one of the packages, or just to join up and become an affiliate. The minimum amount is only €88. That is €88. That is a one-off fee, never to be paid again. Now I think if you can get involved in a business for only €88, it's got to be worth it if it can make you that sort of money in 1 week.